Hello, friends. Hello.
Testing. There we go. Chad, how are we doing, boys?
Chad.
Goeiemorgen. Dumelang, Sambonani.
Alrighty, Chad. I hope you guys are ready. I'm in US 30 longs, so please do not take this as financial advice. But I'm longing US 30. That was really me entering buys. Chat, so yeah, I'm going to talk through it now, but I'm in US 30 longs. I'm going to go with about a 90 point stop, and I will be adding, I'm going to take you through the trade idea now, just so you guys can hear it. Pressing. There we go. Did you hear that, mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound like a TP to me.
Just gonna set the stops here as well for you guys to hear.
Why do I look so small in this camera today? What's going on? This camera.
Alrighty, Chad. Okay, let's before we start, please do excuse Bonang. The flu has got the man. Let's pray for him. Let's hope he feels better very quickly, so he'll be back tomorrow. So let's just pray for Bonang. But Chad, as every day, let's get today started off the right way. Let's pray here. So let's bow our heads and let's get ready for the session. Father, we just want to come to you this morning in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and we just want to invite you into this session. We pray that you will be with us, that you will give us guidance, that you will lead us, and that you will protect us as we go about our business here today. Father, I just pray that you will go with each and every one in the chat. I pray that you will go with each and every one watching our streams that engages with our community. And also, Lord, I just want to pray for Bonang where he's feeling a little bit ill. Lord, I just pray that you will protect him and that every cell in his body will come in line with your word, and that he will completely recover as soon as possible, Lord. And we just want to thank you for all of your blessing, all of your favor, all of your guidance that you bestow upon us every single day, Lord. And I also pray for our families, our communities, our cities, and our country as a whole, Father. We pray this and we ask this not because we deserve it, but because of your grace and your mercies that are new every single day. And I pray this and I ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop an amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, so everybody is believing it. That is beautiful. Chad, let's get straight into the technical. Sorry for being late. We just had a little office meeting quickly. Had some pound dates coming out this morning looking relatively solid across the board. Claimant count change, that's almost like unemployment claims, so that is lower than expected. Average earning, including bonuses, a little bit higher, so that's inflationary. If you didn't know, employment change on a 3-month basis, 112. I don't know what the consensus was, but slightly lower than previous. Unemployment rate remaining stable at 4.5. Consensus was 4.5, a little bit of a slowdown in the UK labour market. Then today we've got Escriva speaking at an EcoFin meeting in the Eurozone. That's going to be lasting the entire day. We've got a Eurozoo survey. That's at around about 11:2:30. We have CPI. My goodness, completely forgot about CPI. Everything China related, China. We've got CPI. Expecting CPI to drop, not to drop, to remain flat. And then also expecting CPI ex food and energy actually to jump from previous. So that could be an interesting one. Governor Bailey later this afternoon, 5 o'clock. Relatively straightforward day. Nothing too major, to be honest. And Chad, US 30, just to show you guys what I am looking at currently. Looking at some buys here. I am bullish on the day. And there's our point of control for this morning. We took Asia lows. I'm more than happy to start adding onto this position if we start dropping lower. But the idea is that as a minimum, we're going to go for that previous daily highs, and then even potentially higher into that daily R1 if this optimism is going to continue. But for me, while we stay above this Asia low, and that is effectively, or let's not call it the Asia low, let's just call it the daily low currently. While we hold above here, I will be a buyer on US 30, looking for that continuation move to the upside. But let's get back into the technicals. Kindly note that these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not suggest you do anything that what we do on here. You will absolutely 100% guaranteed lose all of your capital. So don't do anything we do. Don't even reverse it, because you'll still just lose. Okay. DXY on the daily, we're looking at potential rejection area here. Currently looking somewhat bullish, and today is going to be quite critical for the dollar to see if we can break into this new range. For the guys that is in Project G, we spoke about this yesterday. Price will just seek out ranges, and for the most part, these are our two ranges for the day and for the week. And currently no top wick on this daily. A little bit of a pullback. I wouldn't even be surprised if we close bearish today, just as a little bit of a reset before we continue higher. But for now, yesterday massive move to the upside. Asia lows tested. Currently that is going to be the key level for me. Asia lows, whether we hold there, then I want to see Asia highs. If we start breaking below, we can see price going lower. All right, NASDAQ on the daily, let's check it out. Beautiful push to the upside. Also spoke about that gap being open. Could CPI maybe surprise and come and fill that gap? I don't know. Just note that that gap does not need to be filled immediately. Yeah, you can see, for instance, a couple of weeks ago, there was that gap. We traded up for 2 days. Only on the 4th day did we come back to actually fill that gap. So we can have another up day, and then maybe a little bit later come down to take that level. But looking at some of the daily key levels that I'm considering here, this is one of them. And if we can hold above, I do foresee us going higher. And then effectively this becomes our daily range. And if we cannot go higher, we will come back into the zone. But for the most part, I am bullish on equities. I do expect after a move like yesterday, it could be very choppy for the rest of the day, and maybe even till end of tomorrow. So for me, currently looking at Asia lows. If we can hold Asia lows, I do expect Asia highs to be tested. And for me, that is literally all I'm looking at. US 30 on the daily. Let's quickly check the daily here. Beautiful move towards the upside. Bulls are back. After a big day like that, I do not expect another massive day on the markets. I'm expecting a relatively range-bound day, purely for buyers just to reset a little bit. But we've got a key level up there, and we've got a key level down here. So this will be our daily range for the most part. That could be a potential rejection area to come all the way down. This could be a potential buy area to go back up. So effectively, we are trading to the end of the range. Then looking at, let me just see. Then looking at the lower time frames, as mentioned, we've got Asia lows taken. We've got Asia highs untested. We've got that weekly R2 there. And then also subsequently, we've got this point of control sitting there. So like I showed you guys yesterday, for the most part, price will trade in and away from your point of control. Let's quickly go to yesterday morning. I just want to show you guys something. I don't want to overcook the analysis for you, but yesterday morning, that is where your point of control sat before that news came out, and we all know what happened from there. Price proceeded to trade away from that point of control while it was holding above. Okay, so the idea is very simple. We will trade away from it. If we start breaking lower, then we're obviously on the wrong side. But like I said, anything around this zone, I will be a buyer for the rest of the day up until I see a shift. But Asia lows, all of that is in our favor. Daily bias is in our favor. Jumping over to gold quickly here on the daily. Daily yesterday. Miles, sorry man, you're not in something at the moment.
No, I already took buyers on GJ with the
Okay.
MFX members on the side.
Okay, but it's too late for the rest of the crew, eh?
Yeah, it's too late for you guys to get in.
Chad, so GBP, gold. Gold, very interestingly, we spoke about this zone here and we spoke about these highs. So effectively, gold for me is in a massive daily range. Seasonality depicts that we are very close to, let's call it, the seasonal high. We are going to go into some type of a bearish format for gold. And I do think we can push up a little bit and maybe even only tomorrow break structure towards the downside. But for now, I am currently neutral on the day because we close bearish, not closing below that zone. And we can potentially find support here. So looking on the lower time frames very quickly here, let's see where we are at. So currently trading above Asia highs. Now also trading into that previous daily low and also the yearly, I think it's the yearly R2 or R1 if I'm not mistaken. Nonetheless, I am looking for potential shorts from this region once we get there. If we start holding above, that's going to be relatively bullish. But otherwise, I'm looking for shorts there. Also, if you look on a line chart, that is your previous little consolidation area. And that's also your broken structure level. And I would want to see what we do there. So that is my idea on gold. If we start holding above this daily pivot, I do think we can get another push towards the upside. GU, real quick, just on the daily. Daily yesterday, breaking out of that consolidation zone. I am bearish on the day. Let me just do this. Bearish on the day for GUY. We broke out of this zone. We can push all the way back up there to go and test it. But also if you look at this, this is the zone that we were looking at. So I'm going to clear these drawings for us. So this is the zone. Effectively, this is all you need to focus on today. Closures back inside there. All of this was a fake out. We're going back higher. Rejections there. We are coming all the way back down there. Flips on the daily. We also going back lower. So two zones to monitor. Then also looking at the lower time frame. Let's quickly see. Asia highs currently not ideal scenario for buys. But if we can hold above this 13200 level, massive level, you could see buys, but it is going to be quite sticky. But ideally, if it holds here, you can see much higher price. And like I said, we can effectively push into that zone. That's also that little mid area there, 50% retrace. Otherwise, we can just die down from here. And then last but not least, GJ on the daily. Beautiful. Daily, we spoke about yesterday as well. If you look at it from a daily perspective, we were relatively bullish. Yesterday, closing bullish up against this previous supply area. So now, big level. If we start to break through here, it's going to be quite a clean and aggressive move towards the upside, 198.52. If we start to reject here, we can potentially reset all the way down here, that breakout zone. So 195.62, massive level on deck for the day. And then looking at the lower time frames, daily pivot currently holding. Asia hasn't tested, so let's see. We could progress to that level, and that's where we can potentially reject and then start coming down. Or that's actually going to be the breakout for the next wave of volume. 195 round number currently holding, so very likely 195.50 on deck now for you guys towards the upside, and that also coincides with that level. So should be a very clean move up to 195.50. But other than that, Chad, that is what I'm looking at. I'm going to go over to Miles. Miles, floor is yours, my brother.
All right, Chad. Let's have a look. Okay, so this morning I took some, well, not this morning, a couple minutes ago, I took some GJ longs with the MFX members in Zoom. And this is how we're currently running, currently approaching that TP1. But let me see how we got this quickly. So quick one on the daily. If we look at how the structure is on the candlesticks itself, the candles is closing above a technical level of QP 195 flat, right? With the price closing above that area, today's candle open up gave us that minor top wick and then this large bottom wick with that lower time frame bullish. The understanding was that this was just price retesting this level before price can continue to the upside. So that's what I anticipated on that higher time frame. Okay, there we go. MFX members on the side. That is TP1 hit. Well done. Just give me 1 second here, boys.
TP.
Okay, we're done for the day. Beautiful stuff. TP hit. Well done. For those that caught it, awesome stuff. Easy work. Stops to break even for those that want those runners. But let me just have a look at how we caught this quickly. So like I mentioned, price closed above that area of 195 flat, grabbing liquidity and starting to reject that area gives me the understanding that we can then continue to the range high, which is range low over there, range high over there. We're waiting for price to come to this area, and that's what I pretty much use as my catalyst candle to understand that if we're starting to reject this area, 4 hour comes back above the level and breaks the high. If my lower time frame suggests it, I'll then want to take the longs into current daily high. We then saw that on the 30-minute where we're testing equal lows, holding that level. So price came down, retested. This should have been the pull away for price to come down. It failed to do so. However, what it did was hold above the level, engulf on that 30-minute. And once I went to that 15-minute and saw that we closed above the area as we did over there, I then looked for my longs, which was going to be this candle right there at type 5 for price to drive to the upside. And boom, Bob's your uncle. That's another TP on pound yen. Looking over at gold, it's going to be a very similar idea. We've got 3 minutes to the open, so I'm going to speed it a bit up. Where we understand that price has tested liquidity of, well, almost said 1, but 3,225. So there's my liquidity area right there. Price testing that area multiple times, like I mentioned yesterday. Here's my range. Check that out. Here's my range. Lows to highs, lows to highs, lows to question mark. Highs, right? So that's what I want to anticipate on the daily with gold being overall bullish. And I'm going to use that to my advantage today to understand that we're pulling away from these support levels. Price can continue driving to the upside if my lower time frame suggests that, which it does. 4 hour close back above the quarter pip level. Next 4 hour candle starting to retest 32.50. A simple re-break of the highs is going to make me want to long. 100% it did so. So the long idea on the 4 hour is there. Even though I'm bullish, this will be seen as a type 3. But here's the thing. I can't just buy. So what do? I'll wait for a retest. So there's my resistance. There's my drive. Here's my retest. Simple market structure. But I can't just take it at the retest. I need to wait for a setup. Simple setup is going to be right now. 30-minute, 15-minute. Are you going back to the cupboard? 30-minute, 15-minute close above the level. I'm going to look for long. So all I want to see is the 15 or 30-minute close above the level of current daily high. 32.60. Wait for that area to close and then look for long. But here's the thing. This wick is what? 35 pips. So put a 1. So obviously I'm going to just... We know the answer already, but put a 1 if you think I should take it at the break of the high or the flip of the candle and your reasoning. I already know the answer. I already know what I'm going to do. MFX members in Zoom as well, let me know if you think we should do it break the high or flip of the next candle. In other words, should we take it as it creates a bottom wick and drives, or should we take it at the break of the high? What do you guys think we should do? So flip or break? And why? Flip, 100%. So this is the thing. If this area is 36 pips, can I not grab 10 out of that? 100% I can. So all I'm going to do now is wait for price to retest, grab liquidity, and as it starts... It's opposite, bro. And as it starts to... And as it starts to break high, I'm gonna look for the longest. Guys, I wish you could see what I'm seeing out of my out of my point of view. But anyways, so now price has opened. Awesome stuff. There's no bottom wick. What do? We need to wait for price now to come give us a bottom wick, and as it re-breaks the high, we can then go for longs. So the setup is going to be something like this after it creates a bottom wick. I can't take it now as it is driving, but that's my idea for this morning, to see if we can do so. If we break highs now, there's nothing I can do. It's a perfect setup, just need the bottom wick. But blessed enough, we are done for the day. We already caught that bag on GJ. But if there's going to be another trade that I would call, yes, 100% Keanu, it's the wick size that is the biggest play. It's going to be a simple setup on gold. I need price to create the bottom wick. If we can do so, we can do break of the highs. But here's the thing now. The scenario has changed slightly. There's a bottom wick. Awesome stuff. Now the high of the candle is 5 pips away from the next candle high. In this case, do I do break of the current candle or break of the high? And why? What time frame on gold? 30 minutes. So you can see I'm on 30 minutes right now. So
Chad, what's up, baby?
yeah, you can see it there. Time frames are going to be there. Quick. What do you think? Break of this current candle or the previous candle? Current candle or previous candle? Current candle, previous candle. Previous, right? Why? There's no runoff area. The thing is, what if I get involved? Let's say, example, I get involved there, and this resistance, because remember, we see resistance not only in structure, but also in candlestick anatomy, right? So what if I get involved? The candle does something like this, where it's driving, we get triggered in, hits the resistance on the left-hand side, and then starts to melt away. That is always going to be the issue. So for me personally, the only time I'm going to be buying gold right now is going to be 2 pips above the previous candle high for something like this. This would be the setup for something like that, and this would then be the trade. Stops would have to be extended today. We will do 60 pips on gold, and then TP1. Well, overall TP will obviously be that 90 odd pip, but we'll do TP1 at 10, and then the rest will then run. But this is the idea. Let's see what happens. But believe it or not, 30 minute is still no, it's not. 30 minute is bullish. So 30 minute bullish. Let me just change that quickly so you guys can see that. Bullish, right? At which point, I feel like I'm going to give out too much information if I ask you all those questions. But yeah, so this is the thing now. 30 minute is bullish. What happens if this 15 or 30 close back into the range? Then I'm going to see this as price grabbing liquidity. And I promise you now, price will never turn at a random spot. So I can use this, and I can put a horizontal line here, and I can look left, and we can see how many times price is rejected off this area. Once, twice, 3, 4. You can see that, right? It's always going to be the case where we reject off of a specific area. It's not just for fun that price will reject areas. So that being said, this could be seen as liquidity for price to close beneath on that 15 now, because we have 15 nearest, or 30, but obviously 15 nearest. And then we look for shorts down, and all we do is trade the range. So that's going to be the other scenario if the buys don't play out and price closes beneath there. I will call that trade as it comes. Let's see if we can get in the next 15. But Chad, that's me. GJ is slaughtered. We're done with that. We got that. Let's have a look at gold for the time being and see what comes across our screens. But Kings, my brother, good to have you here. How's your morning?
Hey, bro. Good. I just finished a lekker breakfast. I'm now ready to go. Checking out the markets. We're pushing hard on the content side. So, yeah, guys, it's been I think we spoke about it a little bit yesterday. I think with the volume we've had lately, we're not getting as many trades as we normally like. But it's showing that discipline, being patient, and we've literally been closing out in the profits and in the blues. So, can't complain about it.
I like it.
We don't get to enter and hit TPs like the same time we enter like other people. But we got to wait and play the patient game.
Play the patience game. Hey, we got to wait for those good trades as well. GJ type 4. GJ type for what? 30. Personally, bro, I feel like GJ is gone, guys. There's no way that I would want to get in now. We took the juice this morning. GJ is done. GJ is done. Put your eyes on gold. Gold's gonna be the next banger.
Use code CPI25 and get 25% off on all changes valid until 1:30. Yeah, CPI, guys. I must say, it feels so weird for me. CPI on a Tuesday. I like almost completely forgot about it. Yeah, Chad. It's all about the mathematics. You guys, you got to be awake there. But almost 300 of you guys on at the moment. Only 89 like, guys. Please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. We are pushing hard for that road to 20k. So all the likes, the support, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. The YouTube videos are making a comeback. We're bringing the shorts to YouTube. It's we're starting to push hard on the content game again. And Chris and myself also got our approval things yesterday, so we will be at FMIS 25. I think it's 2 weeks time, guys. 2 weeks time we will be in Cape Town for FMIS. Leave it for now, I don't need it. A little birdie said some other than the G's are having a 24-hour stream. Who else is having a 24-hour stream? Oh my word. Spill the tea. My thing is, to be fair, I only know like a few other streamers, so I guess I know who you're talking about. But I guess we're gonna have to see. Yeah, we're waiting, guys. As we said, 20k. We're gonna do it. But this time we're gonna do it. Obviously the stream, but we'll do almost a bit of a subathon. I think you do, Keegs. I get it, these boys. Bro, you know what? End of the day, my thing is, and I always say it, I respect the hustle. I do. But yeah, it's part of it, I guess. They play and follow the leader. Yo, Chad, you know what was funny, hey? I'm just gonna it was the whole time throwing the jabs of, oh, watch them copy us, watch them do this, watch them do that. Are they not the ones who brought their prices down to our price now?
What did I miss out on?
He's in today in the markets. Pretty much, if you looked at with Chris's stuff, I am pretty much in line with him. I will say I do still like actually a bit more of a bearish move on gold. It still has a bit of a few areas it would break. Let's say I'm still neutral, but I think things could still push down a bit lower. But that being said, as I say, today will basically also, because I'm neutral, where prices are sitting, could flip because it was CPI today, so we'll have to see. But pretty much, Chris and myself had a chat this morning. We quite on par with each other with what we're looking for in the markets today. Not even a little. Last time the guy was listening, he's cool. If I'm talking about the same guy, lol, yeah, we keep it on. 3 shots in the episode. He's talking about Mr. Unoriginal. Hey, winning team quit keys. There we go. Is that event in CTRCC? I'm not gonna pretend, Austin, like I know what that is. The FMS event, if I remember, it is at the Cape Town Convention Center.
Yeah, that's CITC.
Is that CITC? Yeah. Okay, then yes, it's that thing. That's what I was trying to think. I'm like, that is Cape Town Convention Center. But what does the I stand for?
International.
Is it international?
No, I'm guessing, bro.
Alright.
It probably is though.
Because the rest would be like Cape Town Convention Center, but I have no Cape Town International Conventions. I don't know. But yeah, Austin, it's gonna be there, my brother. It's a 2-day event. It is international. Oh, okay, cool. DAX on 5 minutes, 9000 is very, very nice. Hey. Miles, you're not coming up for the event, eh?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know you're not coming with
I don't know.
with us, so let's not put it that way, but in general you're not going up for the event.
I don't know when's the end of the month.
It's the 29th.
29th.
I think we leave the 27th or the 28th. Then the event I think is the 29th and the 30th.
Maybe I'll come for the vibes. I don't know. We'll see. We can see.
I might catch you extra day before I fly out. Hey, also be lucky, bro, if you must pull in there. Morning, guys. Anyone have every trader using the Heiken Ashy candles?
No.
I think Chris didn't trade it, but he knows the concept. I honestly don't even know the concept behind it. I never looked into it. Miles coming for the vibes.
No, you heard wrong, dog.
Oh, it doesn't know when's the end of it.
Quasizas.
Thanks, bro. Then there will be what broker will I use when I am funded with Vault Funder? Brent, if you look at the website, it is all there. The information is right there. It tells you the brokers they use. So same you're using when it's in the challenge phase as when you fund it.
Possible
is AJ.
Possible type 5 can also happen on gold.
Top 5.
But it's
What is your most? Would you say that, like, obviously I think you pick up on your journal, but what is your most, I'm gonna say, popular entry criteria? The
4 and
most
5.
frequent one.
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
4 and 5, yeah. 4 and 5.
And what's okay? Other than which is the most
The least.
frequent one? Which is your favorite? Like, if you see that entry criteria, you're like, oh yeah, I love it.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Okay.
I'm not. Type 4 is the easiest. I'm not gonna lie. Type 4 we just took on. Wait, no type. Well, type 3. No, type 4. Yeah, we did type 4 on GJ.
Top 5 is a new one, but taking over.
Yeah,
Hey.
type 5 is. It's. I don't know. When I almost said design, but when I came across the criteria for it, it just made a lot of sense. If there is hesitation in the markets, that's why I think it's so popular as well.
Yeah, but again, someone was asking me yesterday, like, how I trade. Like, they've been in trading for a while, but they kind of went the RCT route. And they just see how well we trade and how well 2Gs is doing all this stuff. And they wanted to know the concepts. And I said the same thing, bro. Honestly, majority of our stuff is of support and resistance. And that's purely because I believe trading needs to be simple. Like, people today overcomplicate it. And it's almost like they overcomplicate because they're selling you a product or they're selling you this expensive course. They need it to look like it's this crazy, like, rocket science course that, like, no one else would ever be able to understand this unless you did the course. And that's why I'm like, they've just overcomplicated it to make it look like you got a bit of value for what you paid for. And I'm like, hey, bro, but you've just confuse the shit out of the person.
Rian, just watch for that resistance on GG on the left hand side. For me personally, boys, I really feel like the move we got is the move. I don't like how GG is approaching this area on the left. So we're starting to slow down momentum here into that resistance there. Personally, I don't like it. I'd rather price sizzle, form a solid resistance, something like this, and then get above it. I don't think this is nah. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I don't like it.
Yeah, Austin, like, that's exactly, like, imagine paying 10K for bodybuilding coaching until you eat chicken and rice. And the thing is, the chicken and rice works. It's the staple, it's there. Like, again, even the guy you pay 10K a month, I guarantee there's going to be chicken and rice in the diet at some point, and most probably there. But, again, someone else who thinks because you paid this high ticket price, there needs to be something extraordinary that the normal guy wouldn't have had there. And that's just, again, what people think, the way humans think. There's too many concepts in the metasphere. Yeah, I agree with you totally. Fair value gap, order blocks, etc. It's just basically supply and demand in a complicated way. Yeah. I mean, I always say to people, if you just think of it, supply and demand is support and resistance. You just change the words. Like you're just trying to make it sound fancy. Like again, but I think a lot in the financial stuff talks about it. Like, I mean, if we talk about the markets, let's just put it this way. Like, I never got this. If you talk markets here, bro, we'll say something's bullish and it's bearish. But now the minute we're talking fundamentals, we're gonna say it's hawkish or dovish.
I still don't know the difference, to be honest with you. I still don't know hawkish, I don't know dovish.
Hawkish means bullish and dovish means bearish.
No, fuck.
But my thing is, so why did you not just say it's bullish and bearish? Why do we have to have a whole nother word just because now it's fundamental related?
Yes. No, I like to keep my stuff simple.
I want to supply your demand. Yeah,
But I'll show you something in the office regarding that statement after the stream, bro. Chad, gold, shorts, not financial advice. Break of the low. Thank me later.
What statement are you talking about?
I'm gonna show you. I want to show you. I want to show you. I want to show you after stream. Bro, crazy shit. I'm gonna hit this with that magical sell stop. So this is just let's see. Okay, so on this 10 pip gain, 30 pips stop on this. Overall TP is going to be the bottom of the range. Obviously how you manage it, that is totally up to you. But TP1 is obviously that 10 bag, and that's what we always go for. That right there should have activated orders. So the idea is, like I mentioned, if you can rewind stream if you don't understand, but the idea is you closed above the level, you grabbed the liquidity, and what happened was price then closes back in. Now here's the thing, we closed Maribozu beneath the level. Yes, I understand that, but that's TP1 hit right there, stops to break even. That's a very easy trade. But yeah, so the idea is that we closed Maribozu beneath the level. Yes, I don't like that, but the idea was that we popped up, grabbed liquidity, and then extended that sell stop even more to be 100% sure that if it breaks the low, we can then continue driving. Sell stops got triggered, and boom, there gold goes. And just like that, like I said, you can thank me later. You can run a TP2 at 20, and then the rest can run stops to break even. And yeah, Chad, if you learn from that, drop some W's in the chat.
Yeah, Ryan,
Too easy.
You are right, but my thing is, as I say, so again, you've just made a support and resistance, the one being tested already and the other one just not being tested. But then you can just say it's a support and resistance that hasn't been tested. So obviously you want to see it be tested. That's like, you get what I'm saying. It's still working around the same concept. You just being like, okay, cool. That's how it is. You're just changing again, how many times it was tested, if it has been tested. Also,
GJ.
Jacobus, I think a lot of guys are using it. I mean, we do get a lot of messages and feedback from the guys. But it's almost weird. I feel like it's got to the norm. Like when the guys catch a monster trade, they talk about it. But otherwise, it's almost just like, we know it's doing well. They can't just leave it in the background now.
So now on GJ, we threw that resistance level that we spoke about. So now it becomes easier. So now you wait for a retest, grab a liquidity, and then you trade the range on the left-hand side. Simple. Miles, why did the Maribozu close not bother you on the gold sell? As I mentioned, because this was the fake out for us. So remember, Maribozu is only a problem if it lands in liquidity. So yes, it didn't have a bottom wick, but here's the idea. You closed above the level, right? Next candle open up, failed to break the highs, creating a higher low. Then closing beneath the level on the 15 as well as the 5. Sorry, not the 30. As well as the 5, right? Then we had price retesting the area And then a simple break of the low, we then understand that this should be then how price trades the range from range high to range low. So that's why it didn't bother me in this case. Maribozus only are a real bother if it's in liquidity. If it's out of liquidity, it's okay, but obviously there needs to be other confluences that back it up. Because Maribozu is kind of the last thing that I want to take. You guys know I need my 5 components in my candlestick anatomy. But that's why I took this trade, and that's why I did TP. Yeah, I'm done for the day, boys. Like, for real this time. For real. 2 trades called, 2 dubs win. I don't even know what win streak I'm on right now. I don't know when last I've lost. But Chad, hope that has given you some education this morning. Especially for the trade that you guys obviously didn't see on stream. So the trade ideas I will always share to my members all the time, because we're always on Zoom in the mornings. So definitely join up with the MFX membership if you want to get part of that and also learn the way we trade, so you can do this on their own. There's so much weight when it comes to education. You guys have to focus on it. So Miles, you don't use trend lines at all? No, I'm a naked trader. Smash gold, that's breakfast. Thanks, Miles. Hey, thank you, Brent. Well done, man. Long session on Miles 20. I don't really get that one. But yeah, dude, no trend lines, nothing, bro. This is all you're gonna see on my charts ever.
Oh, bro, trend lines is the way. Trend lines and head and shoulders.
This is all you're gonna see on my charts, guys. I'm not gonna tell you everything because then it's gonna give away, but this is all you're ever gonna see on my charts. I don't use anything. I'm a naked trader. That's all I do. Miles trades naked. Yeah, bro. I'm not even wearing pants underneath the table right now. You should check it out.
You must see, it's just it's just for the screen to make him look like he's clothes on the top, and then that's it. Man's just chilling here.
Awesome, Unit. Hey, look. I was waiting for it to come in the office. The previous candle didn't have a wick. Was that a risk? I guess it was a risk-ish, but because of all the other things that I've had as confluences and the understanding of where price can go, I don't think it was as much of a risk, because at the end of the day, even a setup that has a 10 out of 10 checklist is also risky, you know what I mean? So I will take it if it makes, what's the word I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Discretion sense, you know? That's TP2 also. The thing that I mentioned why I put TP2 there was there's liquidity. So remember, 30 is bullish. So this could also be a deeper retracement for price to go if it's not going to sink all the way down. Yeah, Ed's hormones is bullish, boys. He's hawkish. No, dovish. Hey, Rux, awesome stuff, my G. Never mind the Bitcoin. Nah, I don't trade Bitcoin, dude. All I trade is pound, yen, and gold.
I don't think anyone in the office trades Bitcoin.
No. Oh, that makes sense, Kish. I think, Chad, I think we need to have an auction for Mr. Ed. Let's auction him off for a Friday date. He will be paying for everything. Don't worry. He's a big baller. Big Ed. I think we need to have an auction for him to sort out his hormones.
Man's gonna be on a level.
Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to bid for Ed. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to be part of the bid for Ed. What is that? What noise was that?
Don't you worry, bro. Don't
Man,
you worry
executing
your little
here.
self, yeah. No, it's the alerts going off.
See, here we got that rejection on GJ. And resistance is strong. Hey, Armand really wanting to get involved with the bid for Ed. Love to see it. Ed, there's your first contestant, Armand.
Sure. The boys dropping zeros. Weren't they going to drop ones?
Now they just missed. They want to drop a 10. That's how badly they want it, but they keep missing it. Is this a new playlist? I think so.
I don't think so.
I've never heard this leaky before. But Chad, while we vibing here, just drop a like. Let's get those likes to 200. We can definitely do it.
They can do it easy. Easy stuff.
MFX members over here, we guys good. You guys get that. Everything fine. But yeah, did you end up taking those GJ longs?
I'm not fine with that, Ed.
Okay, perfect. But you understand why, man. You can see how it's rejecting that resistance also.
Keys, can you quickly put a small 70 lots in USD buys there just so we can get us some movement in? Pairs need to come to life here. They're playing games. Hello from Pakistan. Hey, what's up, my man?
Hey, hello from Pakistan. How do you put your phone off? Like,
Off what?
like the focus mode. Like it must ring. I accidentally put it on. Cause
Wait, what do you mean?
like if it's on sleep, how do I put it off? Is that off?
Yeah.
Jeez. Technology.
But is it like, is it off silent though?
No,
And then it won't ring.
that's why.
Man's looking at focus and these, but like the phone's on silent.
Hey, Pakistan.
Miles, how much do you risk on a prop account per trade? I would take your
Um,
trades as well on a personal. I go full margin low.
Sure. I wouldn't recommend that, but look, but I don't trade prop firm. But when I did, for those that don't know, we did a $100,000 challenge beginning of 2024 with the MFX boys, and we got funded $100,000 with TFT, and then TFT closed down. So for me to pass that, what I did was 1.5% risk on that account. And it took us 2.5 weeks to pass. It took a bit of time, but you guys know it's a journey. It's not a rush thing. So I did 1.5%, but on personal account I currently do 3%.
Keys Electros, no, I sent that WhatsApp. Okay, perfect, my brother. I will be on him. Pakistan is a brave country. Hello to everyone.
Great.
Awesome, brother.
Miles, why not wearing your contacts? Because they don't fit. I can't get them in.
All right, guys, we're gonna do a little inner reverse on what Chris did to me yesterday. If we hit 200 likes, I'll be giving out Miles' number.
Ah, no. Hey, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Cell phone numbers are
Bro, I said to Chris, I was like, bro, if you get my mind, bro, I'm done. I might as well throw this phone away, like change numbers.
Gotta get a new number, dude. Gold will sell from 32.75. Okay.
The ridiculous payout structure, TFT. My brother, I haven't even looked at any of their stuff. I know they still owe me accounts. And my thing is, I know they were like, oh yeah, but we'll do this. And then there was a advanced support where they helped, and I'm just like, I'm not even gonna bother. Firstly, I have live accounts. Now you want to just give me a challenge account again, and like, go screw yourself.
Good morning from the UK. Hey, brother. Welcome. Welcome, man. Awesome to have you here. While you're here, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. It goes a long way. Cheers, Regan. Have a like one, brother.
Change the caps. Hey.
But you need. I just can't
They're
get it in.
screaming at us.
Check level 32.75, please, brother. Unfortunately, I can't check it. I used to prank my friends while placing Gumtree ads selling their cars. And oh, you an asshole, dude. You an asshole. Hey, good morning from Cape Town. Hey, brother.
Hey, what's on his arm? Yo, bro, imagine that, eh? It's like you go to Gumtree and it's like your car's for sale.
Bruh, that's a dick move. That's a dick move.
Guy rocks up at your house. Hey, I'm here to
Bruh,
pick up the car. What?
Speaking about this, so this was like 2 years ago. So I went with a mate to go watch his cousin play soccer or something like that at Celia. Is it Celia? Yeah, Celia High School. Anyways, we're watching and then we go back to the car. And as I walk to my car, I see this note. So I take the note out and I read it, but I now read it when I get in the car. So I read it and it says, hey man, my name is so and so and so. Here's my phone number. I accidentally bumped your car. Please phone me and then we can sort out all the payments. Bruh, I got the shock of my life. So I run around my car, check, and there's no bump. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, then I phone the number and it's a guy that picks up. And the guy's like, I'm like, hey man, listen, you put your page in my car's windscreen wiper thing. Why'd you leave the note here? There's no bump. And then the guy goes off at me. He's like, listen, bud, that's my sick ex-girlfriend. She's putting it on all the cars around PE, and now people keep phoning him the whole time. So then I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I look around, bro. I do not think at least 20 other cars have the same note in their windscreen. Bro, that was mal. That's when you know you got a psychopath of a ex-mochi, bro.
That is so funny. More from the
That is
Namibia,
crazy.
feeling kush. Hey, what's up, man? Everyone, my brother from Caves, I'm sending love from the United States of Ghana. Morning, I missed a few sessions due to work commitments. Did the TV and PS5 draw take place? It's happening today, AJ.
Yeah, I won. I won the TV.
Good morning, G. It's taking out a boom in Blue Downs. Hey. Bro, that's actually so funny, though.
Who's in Blue Downs?
80.
You must have did it dirty and she wanted revenge. Yo, no. That's hectic. And he told me like they broke up like months ago, like a long time ago, and she's still at it. So now every time somebody phones him,
Bro, you know, that's always the one thing I've always thought about. Like, you get the people in general. For example, we always say, like, you'll have haters and you'll have that. And you're always part of it. But that's I've always thought about, like, when you brand a car or anything, or people know that's your car. I get scared, bro, because I'm like, you can go into a shopping center and come out and some arsehole's gonna have keyed your car.
No, for sure.
And I'm like, oh.
when I still had my Scirocco R, I branded MFX on the side. And then we did top end runs. And then there was videos of my car doing top end runs. And then I knew, nah, this is going to get me to shit. Because you're doing illegal activities with
your branding on.
With your branding on. It's probably not good for the company. Let me last that. So I took it off. Sounds like something I do. Thank you for the idea. Oh, no. I feel sorry for your boyfriend. No, Kish, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All the way from Motherwell to the A, Kyle.
We use indicators. Miles doesn't.
Where is this?
Guys,
Oh.
so guys, don't use any indicators.
So guys, no indicators, not even in the car. We just turn left when we want to.
Typical BMW drivers.
I learned from you.
Bro, you know what I laugh at? I come out the other day, so we're walking outside and Chris's car's parked and my car's parked. Does Kate not look at us and she goes, "You guys know what?" And we're like, "What?" She's like, "Your cars almost look like baby hippos." I'm like, "What?"
Huh?
They're like, "No, it's just these big black like round SUVs." She's like, "They look like hippos."
Wow.
I'm like,
Baby hippos.
"Alright, my car is officially a hippo now." It's good to know.
Hectic. That's girls though. Like they don't see a car for a car. They're like, oh, look at that black Springbok. What? What do you mean? Man, what car bumped? You know it was this black hippo.
Oh yeah. They sure did a little spice out as really. The more chaos the girl brings, the better. Yo, no. I've had some psycho ones. Let me tell you that. Phew. That is not fun. So basically, I needed 200k in personal funds to make nice profits trading with you, Miles.
No. I don't know where you come up with that maths, but definitely not, my brother. We have some large hitters trading way less than that. But then again, what is nice profit? For everybody, it's going to be different.
Mild chicks remind you that you can face anything in life. Hey guys, either some of you are single, or you guys are playing with your lives here because your partner's on the stream.
So as I mentioned, boys, we should not. You know what? If anybody was paying attention to the way I trade, there's actually another entry that happened. I wonder if anybody got that for gold. Gold's gonna tumble down to QP. Just saying.
The truth is, even with 200k, it is most likely you will lose more than you make.
100%. The bean wizard, you are 100% spot on.
Yeah, we just lose money. That's why we tell people don't do what we do.
Yeah. No, you're right, bro. I can't remember when was the last time I took a win. So, 100%. The Bean. Yo, when I was small, I used to love Mr. Bean movies. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, I was sitting the other day, I was like, you know what I miss? Like, as much as we have, like, the movies coming out today, like, some really good ones and a lot of shit at the same time. I miss those, like, wholesome Mr. Bean and even, like, Jackie Chan, bro.
Yo, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, bro.
Jackie Chan,
Hey! Where last you
Bro.
see that man in a movie,
Jackie
bro?
Chan, man. That's the ace.
He's always like, no, I'm not retiring. I will still act. And I'm like, brother, when are you acting again?
Jackie Chan in Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3. That's my shit. That's my shit. No, you? No, I'm you. No, you, me. That's my vibe, dude. Jackie China.
It's not the same anymore. It's not the same.
That's my Oday.
United Miles, in paper trades, yeah. Keegs, how's the INK been this week? Good, my brother. Closed yesterday on 3% on the account, so yeah, been a good day.
If anybody used their brain cells to take the re-entry on gold short, you would have just hit your take profit. Again. These days, comedy movies can't be the way they use. Bruh, you know what, you know how much times I watch old movies because I feel like it's just not the same type of humor.
You know my thing is, bro, and okay, Chad, hear me out on this one. The biggest thing with movies today is they're not focused on the movie and the storytelling. They focus on political shit. As much as it can be a comedy movie, it'll be a comedy movie, and there's going to be something political. There's going to be something about either race. There's going to be something about the LGBTQ. There's going to be something about the woke kids of today. Like, They trying to always tell the story, but be like trying to tick all the boxes at the same time. And I'm like, you can't do that. Like, just
That
focus
or
on
they're
telling
so
the
focused
story.
on money that the movies actually cuck.
But you know, my thing is I hate, and Chad, you can be with me. Yeah, all the guys that are not the new 2000 babies. Again, no offense to you guys, but where they remaking the old movies, but they're completely changing the story and the characters.
Bro, I actually saw, you see that old movie, Inside Man?
Yeah.
There's a remake of that movie, like, it came out on Netflix now the other day. Seeing that you're speaking about it.
That's I hate that they remaking the movies, but they doing them so dirty. The
Snow
Office
White.
would get drilled if it came out in today's age. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think your Net's a huge fan of The Office. Is it that?
It just shows that they're not creative these days. Yeah. Oh, Snow White was such a flop. Yeah.
Do you understand the words that come out my mouth? Bro, Rush Hour was the shit, man.
What's your favorite indices to trade? 100% US study. Nick Fury was a white guy. Do you understand the words like the live action Lion King's movies are nonsense, like Fast and Furious? Okay, I'm still a massive Fast and Furious. As much as I can say it's changed, for example, when the new one comes out, I will be there at cinemas and I'll be watching it. Same as Marvel. Marvel's also not the same anymore, but when a new one's out, I'm there, I'm watching it. But they just still don't do it like they did in the beginning. Right? Like for me, even that, like the OG ways, every now and again, just sit back on the weekend and you go watch Too Fast, Too Furious.
Phew.
Bro, number 1 was good, but for me still, number 2, Tokyo Drift was also very, very
Tokyo
good.
Drift was...
But number 2, bro, what a vibe.
I love that movies. I think it started getting not my vibe after 5.
Like I said, I'll still watch them, but
Still
they're
watch
not-
it,
they're
yeah,
not
but
the
it's
same.
not the same.
Yeah.
It's not that Boy Street Rates survive. It's
Yeah.
now if you can't V-mode and so on. Miles looking at 252 for a small reversal, 30 per buy. I don't know how you see that, but always, guys, even match your criteria and your idea and your analysis, go for it. There's a million ways to make $1 million. I'm not always right. I just trade what I've worked out as my strategy, and that's what I trade every day. I don't see how I can buy off of that, but if you do take that, awesome. Remember, for us to see a buy, we need a support to happen. Then we need a re-break of the highs, and then we can say, okay, price is ready with the bullish momentum. We also need to see a slowdown in bearish momentum in the candles itself, because at the moment, it's still creating lower lows and lower highs within the candle sentiment itself. So nothing at this point is telling me that it's going to go up, besides the level of flat body support / resistance that it is at right now. But nothing is suggesting that price is going to go up. So only if price can hold a support. And even here, I won't buy. Why? Because I'm in a range, right? So this can be a temporary retest for price to break and continue further down. So the only time that I would even think of uttering the words buy would be above the current daily high, a closure back above a retest, and then a drive. But until then, price should tank. Did you guys see that video of that 2 guys where they're like calling out people, then the one guy like shouts, "I'm a tank." You see that video? Wait, I'm trying to get it. Whenever I say gold's gonna tank, this is what I think about. I'm a tank. This is what I think about. This.
That's the one they're going to send you.
Okay.
Now is more expensive.
Have you guys seen this?
Okay, out there.
So whenever I think of gold, whenever I think of gold or any pair that drops, this is the video.
I'm a tank.
This is the video I think about. I can't stop laughing. If you can't hear the sound, just go watch it. Go on YouTube, type in "I'm a tank." Listen to what this 2 monkeys is saying. It's the best video, bro. Phosphor is nice. Yeah, 100%. It's net family.
Alrighty, Chad. Sorry, man. I had a meeting that I couldn't get out of. Had to quickly blitz it. Y'all don't entertain cock. Hey Chris, back. Alrighty. Chad, I'm still in the long, so I actually added a little bit on the drop. Sorry, give me 1 second.
I'm coming now. Okay, I need the bathroom, boys. I'm gonna go slice myself in a piece of cake and then hit the bathroom. Hey Miles, when you refer to a retest, does it need to be a body structure close at the zone if breakaway, or is it a wick fail? Huh? Hey Miles, when you refer to a retest, does it need to be a body structure close at the zone? No. It can just be a wick retest. Like this will be a retest there. So this is just wicks retesting the QP and level of demand.
That US 30. No, I'm not selling, Armand. I'm not selling. I'm only buying US 30 today. Only way that I can potentially get bearish on US 30 is below here on the volume delta, on the volume shelf. So not in any sells, my brother. Quickly looking at the delta here on gold, currently trading at the point of control for this session, currently holding below VWAP. Volume delta is relatively positive on the day, 150 cons, relatively low volume. US 30, that is US 30 at the VWAP, and then also at that point of control. Then looking at gold, net negative on the delta currently. Point of control is sitting somewhere here, so this VWAP is going to be very important. You can see the delta going down. We are net negative on the delta. NQ, looking at NQ quickly, also hovering around this point of control. All right, a little bit lower than that point of control. Currently trading below VWAP, just barely negative on the delta. But again, no sells for me, Chad. My average price, more or less, on US 30. Let me just check here quickly. Average price is round about here, Chad. I added some on this drop on Asia lows, added some positions there. That is my average there. All right. So not looking to sell this. More expecting range bound movement, but if we start breaking below here, things can get bearish. But up until then, I'm buying this market. All right, not looking to sell. Gold also for Project G, guys. Only looking for sells on gold.
Anyone heard from Brian? Yeah, Brian is getting a haircut.
Chris, will you hold that up until CPI? Until ideally not. Ideally not. I think we can put the aircon on now, Miles.
Do you want it on?
Yeah, we don't have to be shy.
Want to see the power of the aircon?
Yeah, let's do it. Until no. No. Ideally not. The idea is close to CPI. I actually want to be trading somewhere here. Closer to that level. But if we are trading somewhere in this vicinity, I'll just close out. Just to give you an idea, total risk on this trade is only 0.5%. So the total risk that I've got on this trade is 0.5%. Can't miss the shit show. Hey.
Possible GJ Long's closure above 195.380. Looks quite interesting now. Yeah, that aircon does a number. I love it. So closure above here, as we mentioned, all we're going to do... Well, I won't do anything because we already called two winners, but For you guys that want education, here's your range on the left hand side. A closure back into the range. We can look for the drive to the current daily high. And yeah, on gold, we done with that. Slaughtered.
What's happening in the chat? Chris, gebruik ooit die program Financial Juice? Nogal nice.
Chris, I asked the guys about the Heikinashi candles. Do you use it? What is your take on Heikinashi?
Haikanashi, it just makes me list for sushi, but
That's a good idea for lunch.
Haikanashi. I don't think there's anything wrong with using Haikanashi. I think all of these tools have a application. So there's applications that work for Haikanashi, and I think there's applications that won't work for Haikanashi. For instance, if Miles had to trade Haikanashi, it won't work for Miles because that's just how he trades. So it will not work at all. Yeah, on top. But in terms of making it easier to view the candle, because if you think about it, I can actually use the average of the previous candles. There's nothing wrong with that. How did you guys get on the Ikanashi train?
He just thought of it and he just came here with that. I don't know.
Financial juice. It's free forever. Let's see. I know it. Weirdly enough, Armand, I know the people that actually developed this. Now that I see it. Actually, I have a very big prop firm in the UK as well.
Possible gold longs coming above current daily high. Possible GJ longs coming in the next 8 minutes. 8 minutes you might get set up for those that didn't take advantage in learning on any other setup that we called.
I'm just working through the chat here. Chris, how that US30. Armand, where did you get this sell? Best part of Connect Fury was a white guy. Do you understand the words that came out of my mouth, Miles? Wait, what happened here? Jacobus.
No, that's if you go up, you're gonna talk about Rush Hour 3.
Oh. Who of the chat is coming to F Mass? The truth is, even with 200k, it is most likely you will lose more than you make. What did I miss there, Miles?
I don't know that guy.
The Bean Wizard. Beans,
no,
beans.
sorry.
The truth flip because breaks usually come back. Chad, give me an update on what did I miss here.
I don't think you missed out on much besides TVs.
Where's the chat flowing to? What is the morale here?
Dis net 'n kas.
Charlie, give me a round up here. I just joined.
Yeah, there's no like. We're just blocking. There's no like.
Bullish.
Topic
Okay.
of
So
the
the
day.
guys are bullish on the chat. We had a new viewer from Pakistan. All right. We welcome all of our fellow Pakistanis
Apparently,
and Indians.
I don't know how far I can take the jokes. So I'm like, block.
No, we don't choose sides between India and Pakistan. We love all people. Paki chips. Paki kar. Okay. It's almost like what's the name? bongie. Die wit kant en die groen kant.
Who's ringing there?
It's a buy signal on
Buy.
gold, but I'm not looking for buys. I'm looking for sells only.
One comment instant. Does that mean I give Who's banning you? No one's banning you, bro.
Who's banned now?
Mr. Bean. No one's banning you, brother.
We're not banning anybody.
We love everybody, yeah?
Chris, what's the ETA on Iron 1000? No rush, obviously. Don't want to boys to... No. So, Michael, we literally had our final meeting this morning. And, yeah, I'm very excited for it. I think that's going to be the final frontier.
Because I said most will lose more than what they... No, you're not getting banned for that, brother. There's nothing wrong with that.
This is free speech.
Yeah, if you think that's the case, then yeah. Bro, are we still short on gold? Who's short on gold? Gold hit TP twice already.
Short on gold.
No, I just don't know. I don't think the chat knows like what the context of what you said was.
Pakkie sout en asyn chip.
Did you have that?
Lucky.
I can't.
I will remain silent. Wait, what?
I don't know, bro. I'm very confused with that. But anyways, we move.
No, his first comment was the gambler, Kenny Rogers. One comment, instant lifetime ban. Great. Because I said, wait, what is happening here? Okay, wait. So this is Bean Wizard. Flip, because breaks usually come back. The truth is, even with 200k, most likely will lose more than you make. Beans. Does that mean I got banned? One comment. I don't know, bro. You can't say anything you want to. As long as it's positive and as long as there's something to take away from it. So if you say somebody's going to lose more than they make consistently, then you can say that, but then you can say you're going to make or you're going to lose more than you make because of X, Y, and Z. This is a potential solution. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism.
Yeah, boo.
There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. Yeah, you can speak your heart out here, Bean. This is a safe space for all beans. Not just green beans or soup beans or black beans.
Yeah, or even her bean.
Or even sampan beans. Hey boys, what is going on with South Africa genocide? G trading, it's... I want to say... I don't want to say that. Yeah, let me put it this way. I saw what Trump posted, and to some degree, there are political parties that do have an agenda against a certain race. But if you think about I don't want to get the stream chalked. If you think about crime in general in South Africa, it's affecting everyone. It's not just affecting one single race. If you think about what Trump was saying about the minority of farmers, that is true, that there are a lot of farm murders happening. But if you think about it as well, farmers are a small group of people that occupy big pieces of land for obvious agriculture reasons. But in the same vein, I've got a very when we went hunting last weekend, I've got a very good friend that is big in the agricultural space, and he tells me that their security, the guys, the farmers live like nothing can happen to them.
Yo.
This is the 20th century, and this is South Africa. You cannot be a soft target for crime. Let me just put it that way. So to a large extent, I also hold farmers accountable to make sure that you secure your family and that you secure your perimeter wherever you are. So I went to Siloko Game Reserve. It's on your way to Koreto. What did you say the minimum amount of trades? Soldier, I don't think there's really a minimum amount of trades. I think there is a, how can I put it? There's a certain seasonality towards the market, and you trade in certain periods within the market. So if you think about it from a broader perspective, in terms of themes, let's call it fundamental themes. If you think about it, the last couple of years, we've technically only had two themes in the market. The one was policy tightening, that was basically broad-based across the world. Policy tightening in terms of rates, and that was an effect of inflation. So we went through a period where everyone was hiking rates, everyone was looking at fighting inflation. Then we went through a period of normalization, trying to get back to the norm of what monetary policy should be, where guys didn't want to hike anymore. They just wanted to get to a stage of, let's call it neutral rates, where you're not stimulating the economy and you're also not choking the economy. So it's just that this place of neutral where everyone is happy. Like inflation is not high, interest rates aren't high, the consumer can spend a little bit but not too much. So then we went through normalization. Now we're getting to a stage where we're in between normalized rates and we're in between trying to stimulate the economy. And how do you stimulate an economy? By lower rates. And what does lower rates mean? Cheaper credit. What does cheaper credit mean? All of a sudden, consumer will start spending. Okay. But now this is a twofold scenario where you stimulate the economy. You've got a case of, yes, you can stimulate the consumer with lower credit, cheaper credit, but now you get to a stage where this is how market cycles and monetary cycles work. Now you stimulate the economy, what happens now? Inflation starts to rise up again. What starts to happen then? Central banks need to start fighting inflation. How do they do that? Now they start increasing rates again. What happens now? Credit becomes more expensive. Consumers become more tight. And that's how you do this always. So it's always a case of you inflate the market, inflationary, and then you get to a point where you want to recede the economy. You want to just let it cool down, recessionary. That's why markets go into expansions and they go into recessions. It's just the overall flow of the market. So I want to say it's difficult to put an exact number on purely what you want to be looking at in terms of what, you can't put a number on it. Miles? You can't really put a number on, say, 50 trades and this thing is fully backtested. A strategy.
Yeah, no, not a number of trades, but more so I think a strategy needs to be thrown through all conditions on the market, so at least backtest it for a year. Well, if you're in development of a strategy, that's what I did with mine.
Zane, I think all you need to look at when you say what party has it in for YT people, I think it's just a case of what people say.
What's YT? YouTube?
No, I think he's referring to people of white skin.
Oh, like...
I don't get too involved with politics in South Africa, if I'm being very honest. I just focus on being a bridge for all colors, all race, all languages in South Africa. If I'm a bridge and if I can connect people in my circle and I've got a circle that I can impact, that circle can make a broader statement. But for me to post shit on social media about this party, that party, I'll just keep my mouth shut and just get to work on what is the issue at hand. So you won't see me get involved with any of that political stuff. I am mandated by my religion and my faith, where it says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. That is the second greatest commandment after the first, which says, thou shalt love thy God with all thy power, strength, and everything you have in you. So if you focus on only those two in life, the rest will follow. So for me, it is just a case of following those commandments, and from that the rest of your life will flow. So you're not gonna pull anything politically out of me. You're not gonna polarize me to any political party. So if you want to try that, good luck, but not for me. Forex scanner, no. To see where's Forex scanner? Is it an indicator on TradingView or? Aljan, this is Dow Jones. I mentioned to the guys this morning, I'm looking for bullish continuations as a minimum up to Asia highs, and then ultimately higher. I did mention, however, if we fail to hold above this point of control, that could be an issue. But for the most part, just purely going on Asia lows, currently holding, I want to see price progressing higher. Your Miles, just put it on, but put it on like a new. My ears are burning up here. Mate, what are Sunny? Aircon, yeah. To see Forex scanner. Just let me know where that is. Forex scanner. I don't actually expect much from you yesterday before CPI. Hopefully, I can just break even.
Well, they had a nice pump there to that resistance point.
Yeah. A lot of sellers here at VWAP. Let's see.
You still use
Bookmap, yeah.
Koop my maps.
Koop my sticky mappie. Koop my map. Wat sê tussen hier so?
The fight for the aircon. Nah, not even. We've got many aircons in the office, so each room is like segregated. So if you go into Mo's aircon, you'll see that the
Heat, that thing
it's
is
actually
hot.
it's actually a heat con.
It's hot in there.
Mo puts the heater on. Mo
his
puts the
feet.
aircon on heat and then puts a heater by his feet and puts a blanket.
Bro,
on.
don't tell me. Does it have that heater? Yeah.
Sorry, Mo. Choked. And then Chris and I, we both have Buddha blood. So we chilling with the aircon on, no t-shirt, no jacket, t-shirt vibes. That sort of vibe. There goes Mozita out the window, bruh. Check it when we drove to Cape Town. Mo's fully kitted. Like, he's fully kitted. Full Nike Tech outfit, blanket, everything. Chris Keegs and I were sitting in shorts and t-shirts with the aircon on.
Okay, that doesn't have it on.
See,
I don't think he realizes how much electricity that thing charges.
Oh, Moski.
Mosquera. Moscarana. But Tissy, where's it? Is it on here? What did he call it? Forex scanner. Is it this one? Yeah. Wait, what did Tissy say? Forex scanner. Which one is it? Yeah, Tissy. This one is obviously locked. Forex scanner. What did GU do? Hey, GU. 13200. GJ. Oh, Chad, that 50. Close. Close. Bitter coins. I'm so bitter that we didn't buy it at 84. Bruv. Okay, it's not up that much. 28. My Tesla is up 16. Chad, believe it or not, in my portfolio, Tesla is currently up the most. I will not bet against Elon. I'll always buy the dip. Is the bottom left on trading view? Bottom left on trading view. No, I'm confused now. Malta, you say you guys absolutely destroyed the markets.
To be honest with
Stretcher,
you,
on a stretcher.
the market
Stretcher.
doesn't stand a chance against MFX dog.
On a stretcher, baby.
I would speak about my losses, but it's hard to find them.
So what you're saying, don't judge me on my winners.
Judge me on my losses.
Because there are so few.
Yes, Wolf of Wall Street now.
Chad, how many of you know that Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, was not a trader? A lot of guys were like, I want to be a trader like Jordan Belfort. And I'm like, dude, he's not a trader. He's a stockbroker. Yo, that man can trade. Screener. Chad, where are you seeing these things? Screener. Bottom left.
Chad, put a yes please in the chat if you want me to call another position for you guys. Put a yes please in the chat.
Crypto pay screener. Oh, is he talking about this thing? Yeah.
Because something's lining up in 30 seconds. Say yes please if you want.
But why is it crypto pay though? Is there not a way to?
Too much winning miles. Yeah, I don't think yes, puppy. Oh, I love you guys.
I don't have a stock screener. I just have a crypto screener.
Guys, we already called 2 wins for today. I think that's it. But there is another setup that just lined up right now.
Wait. That's recovery signal.
Nah, I can't tell them, boys. I can't tell them. I can't tell them. But if you see how I trade, bro, it's literally right there. There's a trade gonna happen right now, boys. MFX
Rejection.
members, you can see it.
Fake out back into the range.
Engulfing, you guys can see it. It's easy. Daddy.
Flip.
Daddy bless. Oh, Chad, you guys crack me up. I love you.
Chad,
So-
I dropped a little source for you guys last night on my Instagram. Go check it out. Use it, don't use it. Some of you will use it. Some of you won't. That's fine.
Yeah.
And that is fine, Chad. 200 likes and we will give you Miles' phone number. 100%. We're only away 40. I'm going to give you guys the first 3 numbers in the meantime.
Oh.
Let me just get niblets. I'm going to give you the first number and the last number. First number 073 and then the last number is 1. There we go. The rest will be filled in. 200 likes and we're dropping Miles'. 200 likes, Chad. Let's pump it. Let's get that number chalked.
Miles, can you please say my name again? Definitely. It's a Foo, and the other one is a chick.
Michael goes, so no, it's not the concept that Keegan found to increase the win rate. It's a combination of what Keegan found and what I've been finding late nights, scratching my head, and yeah. So I'm very happy with the findings. Very happy with the findings, and it's as we speak, it is currently being implemented. And after that, I'm done with indicators or indicator development for a while, because this thing has been breaking my little brain, the little brain power I have.
My name is Martin.
Martins. Martiningua. Hey, Easter. Chad, I'm telling you guys what, I'm going to do you guys a solid year. I'm going to do you guys a solid 250 likes, and I'm dropping Miles and Keegan's number.
Yes. Let's give Giga's number.
250. I'm going to give you Keegan's first few numbers. It's 079. That is the first 3. And Keegan's ends with a 2. All right. 250 likes. We are dropping the WhatsApps. 250 likes. 200. We're dropping Miles's WhatsApp number. And 250. We're dropping Kigo's number. 275 likes, and I'm dropping my number just for vibes as well. I'm ready to get a new cell phone number. 300 likes, we're dropping income tax numbers as well.
Yo.
Okay, there's mine. 082, and it ends with a 6. Correcto. Keegs, I think what we should do, Keegan, I think what we should do for real now, if we get to 500 concurrent viewers, we're going to drop a credit card number with the CV, and we're going to see who can basically get that CV going.
Miles, do you still think that gold is going to sell until... At this point, I can only suggest that if it breaks 32.54, because at the moment you are testing a level of support. So yeah.
Hey Neil, how did I drop you guys yesterday, man? No, you guys didn't reach 200. Chad, we're getting closer to 200, so I'm going to give you the extra numbers for Miles and for Keegs. So the next one for Kigo is 5. We're getting so close. And then the next one for Miles is 9. There we go.
The thing is, if
The next one for me is 7. There we go.
all my MFX members have my number, so I feel like if they really want to be a dick, they're gonna come and write my number here. Don't do it, boys.
Bro, I don't know how some of the streamers and the core sellers give out their WhatsApp number. That is...
No, never. I could. I'll never do that. If you're a member, yeah, you can have my phone number. But there's people that will randomly get your number and phone you a whole day. Sorry, sir, can I sell gold now?
Bro, if you think about it, we've got 300 people. If you really don't like somebody, you drop their number here and you tell the guys to absolutely chalk. That guy will sit in a meeting and all of a sudden that phone, ding, 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 ding. It's like, what? Flip. Wat gaan hier aan? Dis my scalping. Hey, ek gaan weer so ons chat later. Nee. Los uit daar. Alrighty, Chad, US30 starting to look solid. All honesty, I'm looking around about this level here, Asia midriff in the midsection. Midriff. Amper soos
Rocky.
Balboa. Chad, so once we get to this 50% of Asia, that is where I'm going to go break even, purely because it is a CPI day. And I do not want to sit in a situation where I get absolutely mollywopped.
You must just go to your screen.
Oh, is it not on my screen? Sorry, Chad. So I just pulled a 50% Fibo here. There's the 50% Fibo. So at that stage, that is where I will go break even. If we can get there. I'm not going to go break even yet. The idea that I mentioned to you guys is that I'm bullish on the day, irrespective of whether we're going to have a small range day. I'm bullish on the day. We took Asia lows. We held Asia lows. The point of control was sitting lower. And for that reason, I told you I will stack some buys, which I did. If you don't believe me, I'll just show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the buys stacked there. Okay, so in that block, in that order block. And yeah, that is the idea for me on the day. Gold, like I mentioned, I want to see what we are going to do at that zone. Gold shorts from here, also not a horrific idea. And the reason I say that is, if you look left with me, that is that previous zone that we broke out from previously. So if we cannot hold above it, very likely we are going short. And also looking at the point of control for this region, it's sitting right there. So you need to make your choice. You need to choose your poison. Do you think gold can go higher from here, or do you actually think gold will proceed lower? I'm liking the lower. You can like the higher. That is completely fine. Keegs, I see there on the 1 minute. Is that a valid? The Aster gave a sell
For gold.
on the 1 minute. I just want to see if that is valid and not a... That is indeed valid. Chad, I might execute some sells here on gold as well. I'm executing now. Gold shorts. Let me just get into those shorts on gold. That is what I was waiting for. Alright, Chad. Executed shorts here on gold on the 1 minute. Stops are round about. I'll tell you now. Stops are 47. There's our stops. And we are targeting 32.45. That is the target. 32.45. Just above Asia highs. I just want to set my stops here. I'm just going to make it around number 5. Just for ease of reference. 5s all around. Actually, put more risk, but I won't. Okay, there she's going very nicely. Alrighty, Chad, I'm just gonna wait for this 1 minute to close. I'm gonna halve my stops to 2.5. I'm just gonna halve stops to 2.5. I didn't put enough risk on this though. Anyways. Targeting 32.45. Anyways, that's fine. Alright, chat, let's just have a look. US 30 just grinding out the set here for the lads. As you can see, that point of control moving up a little bit. So volume. Ooh. What is that volume delta? Oh, I don't like this, that the volume delta is coming down, but I'll monitor this. Let's check gold quickly. Volume delta, nice breaks below VWAP. Iron 2000 also giving us the sell. Beautiful. Alrighty. Chat, only reason I haven't gone break even is because this current 1 minute can push up to retest this area. And then the next one can even create a top wick and then break lower. So that's why I don't want to rush it to break even as of yet. I just want to see what we do in this vicinity. If we start closing and holding this daily pivot level and that 200 EMA, then obviously I'm jumping out of it. But if we reject it, very good trade.
Yeah, I'll also, on this 15:30 closure, I'll also be getting gold short confirmations for the next counter retest and start driving down to the quarter pip level now that you are breaking that support level.
And also there's our point of control we spoke about, where I said it's you need to choose your poison. Do you think we reject that point of control, go lower, or do you think we go higher from there? So, simple coin flip. Alrighty, let's see what this retest is going to do for us on gold. Just want to see the delta here. Still low volume, Chad. Very, very low volume here. Very, very low volume here. Okay, there's that retest. Let's see what she's going to do. What now?
Like.
What is that Eek saying? Wait, is that Eek in the chat?
No, his eyeballs, yeah.
Where?
Oh, it was crack me up.
Where the chat speaking? Oh, which one? Okay, that's the one. Chat is quiet. Everyone is on NT5 now. Trustpilot taking their time on reviews. Keep showing pending.
Okay, there's a gold setup right there. Top wick, break of the lows. She's ready to rock and roll to the downside.
Let's see there. Niblets from Vake. Chat, I'm going break even on this. All right. Sorry, Miles. I'm just going to head over to my
No, do
screen.
your thing. I want to...
Chat, I'm going break even. There's that test on the 200. It shouldn't come back up if it's going to go down. All right. As simple as that. It should just drive down now.
My back is chalked.
Your what?
My back is chalked.
From what?
This chair? I think it's the way I'm slouching. And I think it's just a bad combination of the way I drive.
Net vir 'n pakkie pynpille.
Pakkie pynpille, yeah. I think it's the bad combination of the way I drive and the way I sit.
Hey, Niblets. You want to get me in trouble, yeah. And then US30 is just not doing much.
Right, that's activation on gold
Wait,
sales.
let's see. Niblets in. Yo, we're really feeling the chat here today, huh?
Take it off my screen, don't let them see.
Okay.
Don't let them see.
Okay.
It's for MFX members only, boss. Stop sitting on the back. That's the thing, Rooks. All the way on the back seat, my guy.
Bro, but I love how you've got the ability to make any car look massive inside. You can put this man in an X7. You can put him in an Escalade. You can put him in a Polo. Miles will get away to make the inside of that car look massive.
The seats can't go on the floor. I don't want it.
And what most people know, Miles is not a small guy. Like some of you maybe think Miles is not a tiny dude. Miles is a unit.
But when I'm in a car, all you're going to see is eyes, boys. All you see is eyes.
Chris, what did Keeks find with the indicator to increase the win rate? Callan, so what he was actually looking at is the gamma and the delta for price. So if you take the gamma call option divided by the gamma put option with the weekly strike, what happened was that you actually get a value. And then from that value, you actually use the alpha and the beta divided by sin, cos, and tan, a 30, 60, and a 90-degree angle. And that gave us the ability to find the golden level, which is very similar to the 618. But this one is just completely different. So yeah, if you go onto Investopedia and you go and look at the price delta and the volume delta, and you go look at the gamma, but for options trading, the key lies in there. And when you find it, you will know exactly what I was talking about with the gamma. So if the spread on the gamma gets quite wide, we look for potential swing positions. When the gamma is relatively neutral, we stay out. Yes, it is basically when you take a king pie, but instead of having it round, you square it. So the pie is squared. Not a burger pie.
Oh, they call that a
Cornish. Huh?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Square
The
ones,
square
yeah.
ones. Michael, it will only give like 1 to 3 trades per month, my brother. Only 1 to 3 trades per month on the 1 minute, and then on the higher time frames, it will only give like 3 or 4 trades a year, because we are all about. Alrighty, Chad. Don't say we didn't give you anything here today. This trade is currently running no drawdown. Only 30. Okay, it looked much wider, but target is 32.45. if you wondered
Come
how
on,
I
gold.
caught 500 pips yesterday on gold, this is it. Iron 2000 with a little bit of pi squared in it. A little bit of pi squared with a little bit of pecan nuts and cream. No, sorry, dude, I'm such an idiot. I do apologize. Who was asking it? Callan. No, Callan. There's a few things. Sorry, my brother. I hope you're a good sport. I'm an absolute idiot, but that's just who I am. But I do love all of you. I'm just where's Callan? Callan, please email support@vaultfunder.trade. I want to give you a $5,000 Vault Funder challenge.
Hey,
Just because you're a good sport.
he's a good sport. What?
Where's Callan? Is Callan not here? Callan, where's Callan, my brother? Chad, sorry man, if you don't know me, I'm just I'm an idiot. Sorry man. Like even last night when I sat with my wife, and I don't know if you guys remember a while back I got myself the new the earbuds or AirPod buds or whatever, but the new ones are the 4 something, and I'm showing my wife like the spatial sound. So if you move your head, it sounds like the audio is coming out of that direction. And she looks at me and she takes the earphones off and she looks me in my face like this and she's like, "Can you hear this?" And I'm like, I'm going to bed. Flip you. She was not impressed by the spatial sound feature on the earbuds, and yeah. I was like, okay. I thought you'll be like, wow. She's just like, nah, it's not for me, this fizzy bubbly. Too busy looking for the gamma. Callan, okay, to be honest, in options trading, there is such a thing as the gamma, all right? And so I'm not lying when I say there's gamma. Is that a middle finger? Too busy, all right, Callan. You're not getting that $5,000 Vault Funder account. Because you're not a good sport. No, man. I thought you were a good sport. All right, Chad. We are going to give that account away to somebody else. Because Callan was too busy looking for the gamma. So I'm just going to get Nightbot on here. So you guys can say thank you to Callan for initiating this giveaway.
Hey, why is he throwing gang signs here? Why are we throwing gang signs?
No, man, Callan. I thought you were a good sport, my brother. Okay.
Why is he throwing gang signs? What did I miss? Hey, Callan, straight on.
Callan.
Why are you throwing gang signs, my brother? What did Chris do to you?
Kalanga.
What did Chris do to you?
Kalawana. Okay. Bro, I'm keen to see Bonang with the veneers tomorrow. Hey, Bonanga Mananga. Chad, no, listen here, Bonang he's honestly a top dude. He's honestly a very, 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 very humble guy. Very, very humble guy. And I've got a lot of respect for him. Not just as a trader, just as a person. He's an absolute legend. I really enjoy the man. You know what was the best for me, and I don't want to. Maybe I shouldn't play it, but something that warmed my heart. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna apologize to Bonang, but this is what it's about for me. When I heard this, so when I got him on and I said, Bonang, I want to get you, Payman. Okay.
Just a little bit.
But I'm just gonna mute my mic. This made my day. Wait, this is a while back when we started on the streams.
Jen, I'm curious what happened while I was in the bathroom. Why did you start throwing gang signs? Gang, gang. Kellen, my bro, what happened? My name is Martin. You got my number. Nah, I didn't think you got my number, bro.
This for me was the best.
Chris was trolling me. Okay. I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. Like, we
Chad,
were all a good sport.
Chad, okay, so you all know Bonang didn't have a big following or a massive following, and I said, brother, I really think you add a lot of value, and we want to bring you on. And once we add him on, this was his reaction, and I was like, bro, just listen to this. This is why I say I love the dude. This is what he sent me. I think it was that second or third day on stream.
Thank you so much, sir. Members are happy, community is happy. I see a lot of reactions, too many notifications, many followers there. God bless you, sir. I am growing.
I'm growing.
I
I just grew.
I love it. That is Bonang, Chad. What you see is what you get. There's nothing superficial about the guy. He's just a real dude. And
I just grew.
Bro, I love it, man. that is why I've got so much respect. There's no hidden agendas. There's the man on the surface. What you see is what you get, and that I can respect. Man is an absolute legend. Dude, who's sending these bots trying to tell us to buy ZY, XY, TY pre-sale is going? We got your number. Chris was trolling me. Hey, Willem, he's honestly a real one. He's honestly a real one. Very, very humble guy. Very, very humble guy. Are the 2Gs all based in P? For the most part, Bonang is in the Pretoria, Joburg region. But for the rest of us, we are here. We might chat to Bonang for him to move down here as well. We rebuke poverty. Nah, he's a solid guy, Chad, really. It's very seldom that you find honest and truthful people. Alrighty, Chad, we're going to do that giveaway now very soon. We are going to do random. We're going to do 3 5K Vault Funder accounts.
Was I really in the toilet for that long? Like, how did I miss all of this?
Sometimes.
3 5Ks. I like it. Can I win one?
You can. Alrighty.
That was not smart.
Alrighty, chat. Are you guys ready for thine giveaway? Thine giveaway. Okay, I'm taking it. Bro, you remember that? Were you with me on stream?
Please, what must I do? Please, what must I
I'm
do?
taking it. It's like, no, we see you. You are taking it. I'm taking it, sir. It's like, hey, my bruv, we're just asking you, do you know how it works? I'm taking it. I'm taking Alrighty, Chad, we are going to do 5K account giveaways here.
Hold on, I want to get in the chat quickly.
I just want to let you guys know that that gentleman that I told you about that won the giveaway last year already, that man is still actively trading that giveaway account. I think his total payout, I asked for a report the other day. I think his total payout is sitting at like almost $4,000.
Sure.
He's scaled the account twice already. This is a free account, eh? I'm going to tell you now. No ways. Did it blow up? Let me just ask support here quickly.
Friends.
Let me just do this quickly, Chad. Give me 1 second. That's why I'm saying these free accounts can do a number for you. These free accounts. Wait. Give me 1 second. No, man. Chad, wait, I want to give you feedback. Wait, is it? No. Miles, I'm just going to keep on your screen quickly. I just want to get feedback quickly. Chad, I'm going to be back now. Give me 1 sec.
GJ interesting. MFX members, GJ interesting. You know this. Boom. Good morning, boys. Love the mornings. Hey, man, we love the mornings with you as well, Marcel van der Walt. Thanks for all the support. I want to see it one, but hey, brother, you could win again. Miles. So we're going to do a number range. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a number range and then Miles chucking some accounts to give away. I think 3 is good. I did 3 10Ks on Friday with the MFX members. So I've blessed, boys. I do giveaways every week as well with the MFX boys. But I think 3 5Ks is good for you guys today. I think that's palatable. I don't wanna. Miles, gooi 'n bietjie subscription on MFX. Yo, bud. My time is very valuable. Honestly, what I give to my members is a lot. So, what you can do is, though, you can go subscribe for free and you'll get a free video. Check it out.
Man, it's still going.
Yeah.
Just now back from support.
Is he still in?
Brother, man, is still there. Sitting in a little bit of drawdown.
Birthday shout.
He's at 20.
Whoa, Chris, hold on. You got to pull the handbrake right there.
Wait.
Is it Keanu's birthday today?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Geduld, is it your birthday and you just casually catching pips here?
Who's Keanu?
Chad, can we get a shout out to Keanu Geduld for his birthday today? Man just turned 21. Let's go. Happy birthday to you, my brother. May you be blessed. Jaslyn, George, don't know who you are, but thank you for the insider information. Look under your chair. You are a winner today.
Okay, break even hit on gold. Sorry, let me just go back here. Break even, unfortunately, hit there on gold. There's that retest. I'm not looking at gold anymore. US 30 back at entry, back at break even. I'm still holding this. I'll see where we trade a little bit later. Very range bound, but we are going to do the giveaway now. Let's just check it out. One thing I have to be honest that I do not like is this hourly with no bottom wick. That is not good, Chad. That is not conducive. That is not conducive. Ooh, that no bottom wick, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's Keanu. Oh, wait, sorry, you said Keanu Geduld.
Keanu Geduld. Yes, sir.
Dis hy geduldig.
Hy is baie geduldig. Hy het niks gesê nie, maar dit is sy verjaarsdag.
Hey Keanu, geluk met jou verjaarsdag, jongman. Mag dit 'n pragtige jaar wees vir jou en jou hele gesin, my vriend. Keanu Geduld, julle. Ek het gehoor hy het nou die dag gesê, moenie my geduld toets. Okay, Chad, let's go. 0 to 100. 3, 2, 1, Chad. Here we go. 0 to 100.
Wait, is it the start?
Yeah, it started. Keanu Geduld. Okay, let's see. First winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
Did they give the winner already?
Nope.
Oh.
I can't even see what the number is, though. Where's the number? I can't even see the number. It just says too low, too high. Alrighty, Chad. 0 to 100. 99 is too high. 13 is too low. So it's somewhere in the middle. Damn, how do you guys struggle to get the number?
But even I'm trying. I'm not getting. I give up.
Try 7.
7. Let's try 7.
Oh. Hey, Carl the toy, baby. Carl, you know, stranger to the channel. Do you know the process, my brother? Carl, let me know. You've got 10 seconds to claim your prize. Do you know the process? 5 seconds left, and then we redraw. Carl the toy. All right, I'm here. Okay. Carl, you know the process. Please let me know. Let me just write these winners down. Carl, 5 seconds, so we're giving it away.
Carl the toy one, Carl. No, not you. Carl the toy.
Carl, not sure about the process. All right, Chad, we are re-rolling it onto. I'm kidding. Carl the toy, please. Carl the toy, please email support@vaultfunder.trade with a screenshot of your YouTube username, so we can clearly see that it is Carl the toy emailing support. There are a lot of chances, Carl. If you can do that for us, my brother, I would appreciate it. Chad, we've got 2 more accounts to give away. I actually believe one of you guys in the chat also have a funded account that was given to you. I'm not going to mention names, but alrighty, Chad. Let's go giveaways again. Reset entries, reset. Giveaway options. We are going to do 0 to 50. 0 to 50. A range must be between 1 and 50. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, baby. We are live. 0 to 50. Let's go. Boom. Pablo King. Pablo King is also no stranger to the channel. Pablo.
Oh, can I just quickly interrupt you? That's TP hit very hard on gold. Very, very hard TP got hit on gold. Whew. Just pan over there quickly. Ooh, damn. Very, very hard. We are hitting, we are slicing chickens. Very, very hard. Guys, MFX does not miss. This is Mal. We don't miss, boys. Beautiful gold slaughterhouse right there.
Oh, Chad, we were very unfortunate with that little Mac Tapper there. Just came to wick us out, and there she goes. But well done. 32.45, that is the target. If you want to see what unlucky looks like, that is it there, literally.
I got out before TP got hit. Hey, man, you got to have some balls, bro. You got to hold your trades.
Pablo King, you know the process. Just let me know. 3, 2, 1. Pablo King, we're giving you 5 seconds, my brother. Or we're giving that account away to somebody else. I don't know the process. All right, on to the next. Pablo King, please email support at vaultfinder.trade. You guys should listen. Send us a screenshot of your YouTube username, and you will get your account. Last one, Chad. If you don't know the process, we are not giving away the account. 0 to 50. Here we go, Chad. 0 tot 50, dames en here. 0 tot 50. Dit is die nommer waarna ons kyk. Weer 'n keer. 0.
Weer 'n keer.
Weer 'n keer. Dit is Tariq Meridov.
Nah, he can't win. That guy can't win.
Yeah, we can't.
He can't win. Nah. Choke him. Choke him.
Alright, Chad, we are going to redraw.
Reroll.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Tariq. How did you say it? It's not Tariq, it's...
Tariq.
Did you say Tariq?
But his name is Tariq.
Tariq, yes.
Guys, my name's Tariq.
Okay, Tariq. I know Tariq is game for this. Tariq, you can flip the coin to double it up or lose it.
Anyone on GJ? No, GJ needs to break highs first. GJ is not ready yet.
I want to get the coin flip. And Tariq, you can, Tariq, you can push this thing, my brother. So let me know. Do you want to flip the coin? Let's get that thing to $100,000. Tariq, are we going to flip, my brother? I know Tariq is a gambling man. I've got the coin ready here, my brother. The coin is ready to be flipped. No, take your time. Take your time. We're patient. We're patient here. Take your time. There's no stress.
Kop of
here.
ster.
There's no pressure here. There's no pressure.
So, guys, you can't be on GJ. GJ hasn't set up. How are you in on GJ? It hasn't set up. GJ is not ready. Not ready.
Let's see. We're giving Tariq the chance here. What is the chat saying here? Tariq. Let's see. Chris, gambling is a thing of the past. I promise Miles I won't gamble anymore. Okay, but this is different though. This is more, I want to say, extramural activities. No, I'm kidding. All right, Tariq, are you taking it? No pressure, my brother. We're not going to judge you or anything. We'll just make fun of you in our DMs. But other than that, nothing too serious. Nothing major, yeah.
Chad, if he doesn't, yes. If he doesn't win this coin toss, we're gonna put his number on YouTube.
Okay, let's say no. Tariq, we're giving it to you, brother. But let's say we're gonna give it to Tariq. I don't want to put him under pressure here. We're gonna send him the account, but in a hypothetical world, he took tails. Okay, so let's see hypothetically.
I love that sound.
You see, so good one, Tariq. We're sending it to you, my brother. Tariq knows the process. Listen to that sound, my dude.
I love it. Let's go for the push. Thanks, Miles. Awesome, Rian. Lacquer, brother. Lacquer boy.
All right. Thanks, Cheese. No, it's a pleasure, my brother. 3 winners today is Carl de Trois. We've got Pablo King, and then we've got Tariq Beridov. Chad Cole, as mentioned. Back. Wait. Okay, gold very choppy here, Chad. Just going to do a quick rundown, top down for you guys before we love and leave you. Dollar index. Told you guys that I am bullish on the dollar. This is all purely pullback or even closing range bound today. Do I really expect after yesterday's bullish candle closure for today to just reverse that candle completely? Absolutely not, Chad. All right. Asia low is currently holding, so we could see that move up to Asia highs and that gap close. That is what I'm looking out for. NASDAQ currently holding around about Asia lows. Very honest with you guys, I do not like the fact that we are consolidating at Asia lows and not holding above it. So for the most part, I'm actually thinking NASDAQ can go bearish today. All right. The reason I say that, for the most part, if you think about NAS and some of the others the last couple of days and weeks, you'll see that every time we didn't really reverse from Asia lows or highs, we consolidated to move into a direction. Even though it came back, it moved away from Asia highs. Consolidated to move higher. This was a little bit of chop. Yesterday consolidated slightly there above Asia highs, continued. So this for me is not a positive sign. I'm going to be very honest with you. Unless we really start to see some momentum back to the upside. Otherwise, we are going much lower on NAS. US 30, also not a fan of what I'm seeing here, even though I am in these positions. We are currently struggling to get away from Asia lows. I did mention to you guys, this will be my break-even point. And then also, irrespective of where I am on the position, right before CPI, I will exit. Even if it's here at entry, even if it's a little bit lower, I will exit the trade. But that is my break-even point on US 30. That is where I'll go break-even on the idea. Gold, like I mentioned to you guys, I am somewhat bearish on the day for the reason that we closed bearish yesterday. But I also said I'm somewhat neutral because we are trading into a major demand zone. And we could close bullish today for tomorrow to break that structure lower. But on the lower time frames, we've also discussed just pure price action, support and resistance. This is that previous breakout area. This is that consolidation before the move down. And all of this, if you think about it, we've talked about it, primary and secondary market structure. So since last week, even to the guys in Project G, I've pointed out to them that I am bearish overall on gold. Because why? All of the primary moves down have been aggressive and the moves up have been consolidative. So I'm still bearish. The only way I can get back bullish on gold is if we see some type of consolidation hold and a massive move out of that hold. Up until then, I am overall bearish on gold. And even if you look at your fib, I think this is quite a deep retrace on your fib. I'm not going to lie, it's actually at your 61.8. But still bearish on gold for me. All right, Chad. GU, like I mentioned this morning, it was going to be tough all around. No trade for me. And I even know the Asia boys, they would have not gotten involved with this. And for good reason. It looks like a bag of, yes. Okay. And then GJ, like we said, holding beautifully above the round number this morning, 195. And if you listen this morning, I said the next most likely move is going to be into 195.50, which we just tapped. So it's round number to half round, but still effectively within the range. Miles, any closing remarks there on the charts for the Chad before we wrap up here?
MFX doesn't miss. That's all. Chad, awesome day again, once again. Hope you guys have learned today. That's the main thing. But other than that, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Chad, that has been the session. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, in the afternoons, I won't be streaming just to not burn myself out like I've done in the past. So morning sessions, I will be with you. Some afternoons I'll pop in. But for the most part, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace and love, baby. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Don't you know that I locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got no. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my phone. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival. No rival. I got no I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky on. That freaky, freaky. I'm getting freaky, get it right, get it right. 상관하지 마. I'll be on the top killer. I'll be on the top winner. I'll be on the top killer. I'll be on the top 'cause I own it, know it, I'm a rain. I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky. I'm getting freaky, get it right, get it right. Get that freaky, freaky on. 신경 끄고 다 같이 freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky. Getting freaky, get it right, get it right. 상관하지 마. Yeah. Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?